Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for joining me in the Angry Truth channel. So today's video is going to be another video on my favorite idiot, or rather, the enemy of the country, the cancer, A.O.C. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. A.O.C, I guess is just easier to say, but whatever. The lady's a fucking asshole. She's an idiot, she's a moron, she's a buffoon. She is like the scum of a lake or the shit on the bottom of your shoe. She is a cancer to this city. Or rather, the fucking political arena, if you will. She is dangerous because she is growing a following. She is growing a following of stupids. The stupids are becoming an army thanks to her. Now, yes, we have stupids all over the place, but these stupids are following her like lemmings, actually worse than lemmings, okay? So these idiots and her seem to think that the crime in New York City is just hysteria, that it's being overblown, that is not that big of an issue. Tell that shit to the fucking tourist who was just shot 2-3 days ago out of the fucking Marriott Hotel. Kid is visiting the city, walks out of the hotel, gets shot, dead. Again, the 10-year-old that you guys know, Justin Wallace, that kid, he gets shot, dead. But yet crime is hysteria. There are women getting beat up in the street for no reason at all. There are people getting robbed. Carjackings seem to be going up again. Road rage is at an all-time high. Murder is up 13% from last year, and from 2019 to 2020, it went up 35%. So it's up an additional 13% this year. And yet, it's just hysteria. It's just the media fanning the flames. This city is falling apart, and this asshole seems to think that it's being overblown. How do you address idiocy? Well, there's only one way to address idiocy, and that's actually getting rid of it, however the fuck you can. Now, trying to get her out of office at this point is hard because her idiot followers seem to think she's right. Well, if you build more jails, there'll be more crime. What? That if you stop crime by building less jails and you build more hospitals and more schools, I'm like, how does the criminal go, oh, you know what, they're building more schools and hospitals, guys. Let's do some less criminaling. Let's keep it down to a minimum, because they you know, we got hospitals now. The fuck does that even mean? And again, people are cheering her on. They're clapping like fucking seals. Like, yeah, she's so smart. She's a fucking moron. And yet, if she said that shit to Justin Wallace's fucking parents, I would hope the father would wholeheartedly punch her in the face, like hard. My camera temperature indicator's on. It is hot out here, so holy shit. All right, I'm gonna keep this a little short. So like I said, guys, crime is at an all-time high. I mean, forget the hysteria, forget the media. Let's just take the news out of it for a second. If you're walking in the streets, you are seeing it for yourself. If you live in these high crime neighborhoods, you are seeing it for yourself. You're hearing the gunshot. You're looking the next day on the news and saying, holy shit, that was down the block for me. You're looking on the Citizen app, which is fucking going off all day, every day now. You see crime being committed all over the city. You see fights left and right in the streets. You see shell casings now more than you did a year ago in the streets. You see an abundance of shit going on, and yet it's hysteria. It's the media fanning the flames. How do we get around that, and how do we get this idiot out? Because this bitch is a cancer. She's a fucking piece of shit. She's getting more people to think, well, you know what? She's right. It's a hysteria. There's some crime going on, but it's not that bad. It's absolutely that bad. I had an asshole on the Angry Prepper channel tell me that I'm lying about the crime. And I told Dickface, well, go look at the fucking NYPD crime stats. And you'll see everything you need to know, and check the years from 2018 to now. I'll go back that far. I'll go back 2018 to now, and you'll see the fucking night and day differences from the percentage of the numbers going up each year. Since de Blasio came into office, you saw the crime spiking. You saw it going up. So, again, from the moment de Blasio goes into office, he goes into office to now, you see you see the climb in crime. You see who's responsible for it. The politicians like de Blasio and A.O.C. They're responsible for the crimes going up. This shit, guys, is going on all over the country. But unfortunately, I don't care about the rest of the country. I care about the city I live in, right? I walk from here to work. I have to deal with whatever happens between here and work, right? I get on a fire truck. I have to deal with whatever fucking happens in that neighborhood. The cops who work in New York City have to deal with what's happening in New York City. We don't worry about fucking what's happening in Chicago or LA. It does suck that this is going on because Democrats are making it so, but nonetheless, this is what we focus on, or this is what I focus on. It's the city I live in. If I lived in LA, guess what I'd be reporting and talking about? LA. But I don't live there. I live here. And here, it's out of fucking control. Here, people, listen guys, some of you saw my live stream with that bullshit at Washington Square Park. And you saw how a lot of those people were just being unruly, disrespectful pieces of shit. Had nothing to do with them being gay. It had everything to do with them being fucking assholes, keeping the neighbors up because we're celebrating our gayness. You're an asshole. Not for nothing, guys. Here's the other thing I noticed when I walked around my last time when I turned the camera off. There weren't a lot of older gay guys there, or gay women, or just LGBT older people there. It was all these young fucking knucklehead kids who people were saying in the chat, oh, they're being rebellious. They're just being kids. Really? You don't live in this fucking area. You don't live in that area. You don't deal with that bullshit. You don't deal with the noise. You don't deal with them stomping on your fucking cars. You don't deal with them pissing and shitting in between the cars. You don't deal with any of that shit. So, of course, it's cool that they're letting off some steam. There's letting off steam, guys, and then there's being a fucking asshole. And those kids were all being assholes. And all of those kids were not gay. There were a lot of straight motherfuckers around there, women and dudes. There were couples there. They were fucking all assholes. Not because of their sexualities, because they were fucking dicks. There's a difference, guys. Someone thought I was beating up on gay people because I'm like, yeah, majority of them are gay and they're being fucking assholes, but it's not because they're gay. It's because they're fucking assholes. And so now we have to deal with the assholism going on throughout the city because A.O.C. seems to think, it's the media. They're blowing up bigger than it has to be. These kids today, guys, in New York City are fucking pieces of shits. Damn near all of them, because their disrespect levels at all fucking time high. People are saying the parents. I think some of it is the parents, but then maybe it's that infectious kid in the group who's like fucking Derek the Dickface. Derek the Dickface is the new one anyway. Derek the Dickface is fucking 12 years old. Derek the Dickface is a fucking asshole. Your kid, Johnny Dogood, is hanging out with him, with Derek the Dickface. Derek the Dickface tells Johnny Dogood, hey man, your parents ain't here. Let's do X, Y, and Z. Let's go over there and fucking smack that chick in the ass. You know, and then you guys go over there and smack the chick in the ass. Now fucking Johnny Dogood's turning into Johnny Douchebag for hanging out with Derek the Dickface. Infectious, right? And then fucking Johnny Douchebag goes home and he becomes Johnny Dogood because now he's back around his parents. There is that. But a lot of it, guys, are looking at these kids. First of all, it looked like the majority of those kids were fucking psych patients. They looked like they all had a mental fucking problem. It was the weird. Listen, guys, when you work in the field, as long as I have, right, EMS and fire, and then you work with cops, anybody who works in that field, you can tell a psych patient by looking at them. There's something in their eyes. It's just, you won't miss it. Some of you guys gone on dates and you seen that chick with the crazy eyes and you're like, nope. And then you fucking like walk away or try to fucking get out of that date. That's pretty much what it is. But these kids all had a fucking psychological look in their eye, like they were fucked up. And some of the shit they were wearing was fucked up to begin with. So half those kids should have been arrested by the fashion police. But some of the shit they had on was just a fucking no-go. Not the point. The point is, this shit is out of hand, and A.O.C. thinks, it's the media, it's fine, it's not that bad, but if we stop building jails, crime will stop. How the fuck did one... Doesn't make sense, because I'm trying to make sense from an idiot, and it's hurting my brain. Excuse the camera angle switched. The camera was in the sun. It overheated. It actually shut down. Anyway, so guys, telling people if you stop building jails and crime will go down, how the fuck does that? I mean, again, I know I'm trying to make fucking sense of stupidity, and you can't. You really can't. You can't in this day and age, because a lot of this shit that's going on, guys, is just insane. A lot of the stupid shit that's being said is insane. It's insane that if you stick up for something or you don't stick up for something, you're getting the fucking screws put to you either way. It's like no one's fucking happy anymore about what anyone says. And that being said, guys, A.O.C. is just a fucking piece of shit. I mean, I don't know how many more times I can say that. I could probably say it 1,000 more times. She's a piece of shit, and she is the worst. So with that, guys, A.O.C. is a cancer that needs to be dealt with. We just got to figure out a way how, because she's getting dangerous. She's building, again, guys, an army of stupids, right? So, I don't know. It's asinine, because she's a representative of her neighborhood. And clearly, the neighborhood she represents, or the area she represents, are stupid fucking people. These Democrats, guys, they say shit, and it gets in these people's heads. I must have heard defund the police 1,000 times last night at that stupid event I went to, right? 1,000 times. And that's just because they heard a fucking politician say it. Defund the police. Let's defund them. And then that fucking shithole would have gotten 1,000 times worse. Right? We saw a little bit of that at Zuccotti Park a few years ago, and then we saw it Friday night, small sample, and then Sunday night was horrendous. But these people want no cops. I say, so fucking be it. Let there be no cops. Let's see how far that chant defund the police goes. It's not going to go that far, I can tell you that much. But guys, other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. You can like and subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and Telegram. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching.